Welcome to Channel 7's Weekend Showcase. This week's advertisement paid for by HSS.
I'm John Cole. I live in Manhattan. I've been an amateur runner from forever, I guess. The thing I most enjoy about running is probably the sense of pushing myself to limits. And there's an amazing feeling when you face a very scary race like a marathon and you do well, or even if you don't do well, you learn a lot about yourself. I got injured, and it was very apparent that was wrong during the Boston Marathon when I had to walk probably a third of the race. There was like a nerve pain in my leg. My left leg was not working. I continue to have similar problems, which got me to HSS.
Jonathan is like a number of my patients. He was a very high-level runner already, but he kept having injuries, and he wanted to run faster. It turned out he had a pinched nerve in his back that was causing some pain in his leg and some weakness in his hip.
I was very happy to have met and worked with Dr. Metzl, because it was very much a different approach than what I had anticipated.
Running is the best medicine we have. As a sports medicine doctor, I think it's really important to be athletic yourself. I'm really able to put myself in my patient's shoes, and I often wear the same kind of shoes in terms of thinking about what it feels like to have an injury. Really is tough being hurt. We really encourage our runners to get stronger and have a number of programs that teach runners how to strengthen their bodies so they don't get hurt as much. The goal of the Performance Center is to improve your function, to make you run faster, run injury-free. We want to keep people moving and optimize their own performance, whatever level of athlete they are, from kids to grandparents.
My path to recovery started with Dr. Metzl. He recommended that I meet with some of the performance folks.
So my first meeting with Jonathan was great. It was last year. He was having complaints of some back pain as well as some leg pain that was going down his left leg. My approach to Jonathan's recovery, and my approach for every runner, is really to assess them, look at their strength, look at their flexibility, see what's lacking. Running analysis is the 2-hour time slot that we have here, and I talk to the runner about what their goals are, have them run on their treadmill, and then ultimately see with their running what looks good, what can be made a little bit better. So I think being a runner does help me form a nice relationship with these runners who come in. Being able to understand the training, being able to understand what people's goals are is important, and I think runners really do appreciate when they have somebody that does their sport and can understand what they're going through. HSS is a great place for a runner to come because we have a really great team approach here. So our physicians are very close by. You have physical therapists like myself who specialize in treating runners. We have strength and conditioning specialists. We also have sports nutritionists here, as well as massage therapists to help the runner be the best that they can be.
I met with the folks there to do some metabolic testing.
Jonathan came in for a full metabolic analysis, which is really just to get a baseline of all the different parameters that contribute to your running performance. You know, having had an injury, you want to maximize the benefits of your training so that you're not just out there pounding your body without a purpose. My background is as an intensive care nurse. You sort of see what can happen in worst case scenarios, and you come to appreciate how exercise plays a role in making us all the best we can be. Exercise is the most powerful drug you can give somebody to make them better. HSS and the New York Roadrunners have a great relationship. We support many of the races with recovery zones. We have foam rolling and stretching after many of the tune-up races, as well as at the New York City Marathon. We'll be manning an aid station at mile 17 with many of our employees, as well as having employees running in the marathon. Our goal, just like the Roadrunners, is to make this great activity, which is running, become a part of more people's lives. John has actually come to me twice. He came in 2017 and again a year later in 2018 to see how he had improved, and in fact he had improved a lot. He just finished third in his age group in the Boston Half Marathon with a really fast time, which puts him right on pace to reach his goal in the New York City Marathon.
The New York City Marathon will be my third major. It's an opportunity to redeem myself in Boston. My experience in HSS has been very positive. I felt that I was working with a team that was very integrated and coordinated. Now that I'm running again, I feel great. If you're running your first marathon, I remember that it's a journey. It's more about the journey than the race. The race is just the validation of all the work that you've put in. And believe me, when you get into the corral, you'll have a wave of comfort because you've known you've done the work and there's nothing more to do. It's a life-affirming and life-changing experience, so good luck.
Thanks for watching Channel 7's Weekend Showcase. This week's advertisement paid for by HSS.